Hey everyone, it's Mark with Mark's Virtual Real Estate Channel, and I made a huge mistake yesterday. I think only one person called me out on it. I recorded a video on Wednesday talking about Upland nodes and possibly making another node. And then I uploaded a follow-up video yesterday talking about how the prices had increased and different things. And I uploaded the wrong video. I uploaded the same video as I did on Wednesday. So I'm not in the office right now. I'm in my house. I don't want to drive to the office to upload that one, so I'm making a brand new video real quick here. I'm talking about what I talked about yesterday. And then, right after I made that video, Upland came out and announced that Queens is being released next week. So we'll talk about that here as well, too, and talk about the nodes. And then we'll see if the floors and the prices decreased after that announcement, because I did spend quite a bit of money buying properties. My UPX was above $1 million, and now it's at $625,000. And then right after I did that, they announced Queens too. So not the best timing, but still have quite a bit of money to work with. And yeah, I think right before that happened, in that video, I bought a new property in Riverdale in the Bronx for 160-some thousand UPX or something. And yeah, that wasn't the smartest. So yeah, right there, that property. That's the one I purchased right before they made that announcement. And in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have bought that. I would have saved my money for the Bronx opening. And yeah, this computer is probably a little slower than my one at work, but it still should work okay. Yeah, I'm asking $215, and I bought it for $175. And the reason I bought that is because it's big. It was a really good deal for the mint price compared to sales price. It's in a rare collection. And yeah, then I did that. So now, of course, with all the likes, shares, comments, keep those coming. And I have a real estate channel as well, Mark Ferguson Invest for More, that goes over all my real estate investments, our flips, rentals, businesses we have. I've recently bought a liquor store, a mini mart, and a bar. So lots of information on those as well. All right. I also had some really cool information in that previous video that showed the floor prices before and after in what I've been calling the lazy nodes I started in Detroit. And I'll just have to tell you what that information was, because I don't have those fancy stuff either. So what I mean by a lazy node, and if you don't know what a node is, we're in Upland, a virtual real estate game where you can buy lots that are exactly the same as lots in real life. You can build properties on them. It can be really fun and interesting. You can earn rent and yield on them as well, too. Well, they have what's called collections, and those are usually worth more. They have higher yield bonuses. But people in Upland have come together to make their own neighborhoods, or have determined this neighborhood is special. We're going to start building more properties here and have contests, run it as a whole, community inside of Upland that is not controlled by Upland, the developers or anything at all, just by the people inside the community, which is really cool. Now, I've been a part of some really cool nodes like the Central City, Sunset, Morningside, Lazy J Ranch, and some other ones. Upland Auto Group is really cool too. And I have decided maybe it'd be cool if I started my own node. And by lazy node, I've been kind of calling it. I mean, I'm not starting a Discord. I'm not going all out. I'm not having any contests yet. I'm simply talking about on here and buying properties there. And eventually it may turn into something bigger, but we'll see. So first off, we'll talk about the new Queens release here in a second. But I want to show how my nodes in Detroit are doing, my lazy nodes. Henry Ford is one where I bought a lot of properties at. You can see right here. And if I go to Upland, and it's funny because in my office, I have the dark theme on. And here I have the light theme on. I don't even know how I did that, but that's how they are. So I go to Upexcellent. No, that's not. See what's on my head. Upexcellent.me. And can search and see where the floor is at. So we'll see where the lowest price is in that neighborhood. That's basically what the floor is. And when I was buying these properties at Henry Ford a few days ago, I bought quite a few from $7,000 to $10,000, and I actually bought one for $6,000 right after that video. So yesterday, when I did this video, and before the new city was announced, the floor was at 10, or I think I bought one property at 9,999 UPX. All the rest are above 10. So let's see what it's at now. 12. Look at that. Okay. Cool. So there hasn't been a gigantic flood of properties coming on the market since they announced Queens, which I kind of expected, but that's a pleasant surprise. And there's 96 properties for sale. I think there are 112 or 110 maybe more than that when we started, and there was less or more than that yesterday. So maybe this is working. Maybe we're onto something. And then the other one I was kind of doing is 8 Mile. Oh, not 8 miles. Just 8 Mile. And this one was at like 111 when I started. I think it was up to 117,000 yesterday. So we'll see if more 8 Mile stuff is on the market or not. Oh, that I have to hit search, right? Why didn't that work? So, oh yeah, that's right. I had a brain fart there for a second. 16,990. So, about the same. About the same. Cool. That's interesting. 108. So I think this got down to 100 properties for sale. Now it's kind of creeping back up. But again, that floor has stayed up. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like you can kind of raise the floor on your own. And part of me like has a dilemma where I'm like, is that ethically right? Because you know the GameStop stuff, AMC, Dogecoin. Like I'm not huge into crypto. I do some crypto. I don't do any stocks at all. But like those are all kind of artificially pushed up by a bunch of people buying them. And then when they got to a certain point, a lot of people sold them, and then a lot of people were left, holding the bag, like buying really high and then having them worth nothing. Not nothing, but much lower. So part of me is like, I don't want to do that where I'm like pushing neighborhoods up, buying a bunch and then selling everything and leaving other people holding, really expensive properties. So that's not my goal in this, and I'm not planning to sell a bunch of them, but I might honestly take some profits on some. But that's just kind of in the back of my head. Like I don't want to like pump and dump, So that's not my plan with those, but I definitely am not going to say I'm not going to take any profits at all either. So that's how those neighborhoods are going. So that's kind of cool. And then a couple others I wanted to check here because we know what the Century City. Where there we go. That floor has gone crazy. Come on, there we go. Like I said, this computer's a little finicky sometimes. Not 8 Mile. Century City was close to 300,000 floor a couple days ago. And I think it dropped a little bit, but now I'm curious if it's dropped more because it's very expensive. Oh, look at that. It's down to 259.9. It has dropped some. I'm going to say because of the Queen's release and where people are thinking, let's take some profits and let's, use that money in Queens. And I just wanted to see if we do all of them because before the floor was 160 if you want to spend US dollars. And it is, still at 160. Okay. So it has dropped some, not a ton, but some. And then I want to check Sunset too, because these are ones I've just always kept an eye on. I think this floor was close to 40, maybe just below 40. And let's see what they're at 30. Oh, real close to there right now still. Okay. So things aren't getting, let's make sure. There's like 2 sunsets, which always confuses me. But I don't know if they, there's a sunset inner and sunset outer. But yeah, I think does that include both of them? I don't know. But we can see right there, one person has all of those for sale. Interesting. Oh, no, wait, no. 27. That's the last price. See, you guys have to keep an eye on me because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. And most of you are very good at telling me when I'm wrong and keep doing that. There we go. There's the sales price right here. 33. So maybe their floor has dropped some there too. A couple of them look at all those at 33. So there might be a lot of people trying to sell and get some upics there too as well. So kind of every time there's been a city release, the last 3 of them that I've really been paying attention to, the floors have dropped as soon as they announce that because people want to jump in. They want to, did I have the collection? Hold on a second. What's that collection not marked? See, I'm messing up again. I need like someone live on here to tell me I'm messing up. There we go. Okay, 36. Okay, so the floor in Sunset has dropped, but not quite as much as, and that's me. Yeah, so I am trying to, I'm not saying I won't sell some stuff to get money either, but that's interesting. Okay, and the floor itself, that was all of San Francisco is 33. That's dropped as well too, because that was pretty close to 40 as well a few days ago. And I actually sold a lot of properties in San Francisco, not a lot, like 3. in the 39,000 UPX range. So that floor is definitely dropping too. And that's what you see. Like every time a city release happens, a lot of the prices drop because people want to get their UPX built back up. And like I said, I probably should have, been more cognizant of that, because everybody's saying Queens is going to be released. The rumors was going to be released. And here I go spending my money. But I have more than I had for Detroit. So, and I'm thinking maybe I might spend some more money before that to try and get myself closer to 10 million. I think the Queens release could get me there. But what if I want more UPX to spend there? So I'm thinking about it, and we'll see. Oh, and the other interesting news, too, here's my Explorer, still in LA. I need to make my way over to the New York area here pretty soon. I should probably do that today, actually. Because just remember, before they have a city release, you have to travel there, kind of be close there, and you got to take a train or maybe even a bus, they said you can take to Queens from other areas in the New York, around New York. But if you wait till the very last day, sometimes literally the tickets are gone. You can't get a train ride over there or an airplane. So try and get there early. So I should do that, actually. But what I was trying to say, we had the treasure hunt videos, and I can spawn one here. I took everyone's advice. I started doing more treasure hunts, just a couple a day, and I've gotten 2 Spark treasure tests. So a lot of people who are saying they think there's more Spark now. I've gotten probably 2 treasure tests out of maybe 10 treasure hunts. So that's a really good range. And I don't know how you tell how much Spark is in them. I think it showed the bronze treasure chest, and then it said I got 20 UPX. So does that mean I got 0.02 Spark? I don't know. Or do I have to wait till Tuesday when it drops? You guys can let me know that again, because you're really good at telling me what I'm doing wrong. But I'm in LA now. I definitely think I want to go to the Bronx here, which is an expensive flight, but, it'll be worth it, and start treasure hunting there. So, finally, talking about Queens, here we have, this will be Queens right here. I read up on it. It said the airport, you can't send yourself to Queens from the airport. You got to take either a bus into Queens or something, or go into a bus over here. I forget. It's weird. So we'll see how that goes. They don't obviously have the neighborhoods laid out yet, but I know a lot of people will know where those neighborhoods are going to be, what the neighborhoods are, at least an idea. And then last time they did release a preliminary map that had some neighborhoods in it for South LA and North LA. Is that out yet? If that's out yet, let me know. But speaking of the nodes, a lot of people said I should do a node in the new city of Queens. And so, yes, let's do that. Let's figure out a neighborhood. Let's figure out where we should be minting properties. I'm all on board for that. That would be a lot of fun. So, love to hear your suggestions. I don't know anything about New York or Queens. Oh, Flushing Meadows. I know where that is. They play tennis there. And I think the Mets Stadium in here. And just, I've actually been to Queens once too, which is the sad part. My friend Justin moved there, and I visited him for like a week. So I have been there. I just still don't know much about it. So let me know what neighborhoods might be cool. If you guys are speculating on what streets might be cool, I always love to hear that. For collections or just for nodes, love to hear what you guys think about all that. So I know it'll be easier once we get some neighborhood boundaries and see what's going to be there, how big they are, all that stuff. And then also, should we decide on the node before it's released, or should we wait till it's released so we can see prices and things, and then decide on a node and go from there? Love to hear your thoughts on that too. All right, there's my makeup video for my mess up last week. Let me know what you think. Love to hear your thoughts, and comments, shares, likes, love all that too as well. We'll be back next week with many more videos, of course, with the release. I always like to film that while I'm doing that and show that. So we'll do that again. And love seeing new subscribers if you haven't seen that yet. So now's a good time to subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. And you think my channel's horrible later, you can always unsubscribe. All right, we'll be back soon.